So in this video, I just wanted to give you, the facts of what's happening. But the reason why I believe a lot of people think that eBay is a dying platform is mainly due to the fact that people are using this as an excuse to not build the business that they want to build. So one common thing that I've noticed with a lot of people is that they would like to have an eBay business, they would like to leave their full-time job. They would like to make some sort of, side income from selling stuff on eBay. But the reason why they ask me, is eBay dying, is because they know that they're not ready to put the work in to make it happen. So without them looking at any sort of facts or data that has led them to thinking that, eBay's dying, they just jump to the conclusion that eBay's dead. So I'm not necessarily saying that eBay isn't dead or eBay is dead yet. I'm still going to jump into the laptop and show you some things that you guys need to see. But that's one of the main reasons why I think that people assume that eBay's dead, simply because they don't want to put the necessary effort and the necessary work to make their dreams come true. So because I'm not an eBay spokesman or an eBay rep, I'm not just going to sit here on this channel and talk about how great eBay is. Of course, eBay is the platform that I started my e-commerce business on, so I'm forever grateful. But at the same time, I'm always going to look at the facts and the data to see whether or not eBay is still a viable platform to sell on. So the website that we're going to start on is this website right here. So this is the website that I use when it comes to looking at various bits of data. And as we can see here, this chart is called number of eBay's total active buyers from the first quarter of 2010 to the second quarter of 2021. So straight away, you guys can see that there was a big boom from 2010 where there was 89.5 million active users, and that went all the way up throughout the whole of 2015 and then 2018. So in 2018 was the peak where there was 179 million active users on eBay. And this is around the time where I started to take my eBay business a lot more serious, and I was able to, leave my full-time job in around 2018, if I'm correct. So that is the peak of, the most buyers on eBay. But as you guys can see, in 2019, it went down to 171 million. And then in 2020, obviously a lot more people was buying, but it only went up to 174 million active buyers. And throughout the whole of 2021, we can see that it went down to 159 million buyers. So for anyone that is looking to build a business on eBay that looks at this chart, it doesn't look too good, because it seems like, the users are slowly dipping every single quarter or every single year, which is not a good sign. So this could be due to a number of reasons as to why in 2018 they had 179 million active users, but in 2021 they had 159 million active users. This could be due to a number of reasons. I believe that one of the main reasons is Amazon. So I do believe that with the rise of Amazon and the fact that Amazon Prime offers 1 to 2 day delivery, more people are going to slowly move over to Amazon, because Amazon does make it a little bit easier when it comes to doing online shopping. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in 2022 and 2023. eBay may do something, or eBay may be a little bit more innovative when it comes to keeping their buyers on the platform. But then again, I may be wrong. It may not even be due to Amazon. It may be due to any other reason as to why there's a slow decline in active buyers on eBay. So whatever you guys think, put it in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you think. Let's get a discussion going in the comment section. But if we look at Amazon's data, we can see that since 2015, the amount of people that downloaded the Amazon app was around 300,000. And at the end of 2020, it went up to almost 500,000. Now, the thing about looking at Amazon's active buyers, they don't release this data, so we're not able to see exactly, how many active buyers they had at one point and how many they have now. But from this information, we can see that more and more people are downloading the Amazon app. So that might be an indication that more and more people are shopping on Amazon rather than eBay. Who knows? So even though the amount of active buyers on eBay is slowly reducing, that's not necessarily an indication that eBay is dying, because 159 million active buyers is still a lot of buyers on one platform. And that means that there's still a great opportunity for someone out there to build a business. But just for argument's sake, I just want to show you this guy right here. His name is Mark Radcliffe, and he was the first eBay millionaire in the UK. He was one of the main reasons why I even decided to start selling on eBay, because at this point, I was a buyer on eBay since school days. I used to buy a lot of stuff on eBay. But when I read this article many years ago, I realized, wow, I can actually be a seller. I can be a normal person that sets up a business on eBay. At this point, I didn't even realize that it was normal people like you and me that was signing up to eBay, starting businesses from scratch from their house and building businesses. It was very inspiring to me at the time. So as soon as I saw this, I thought, you know what, let me start selling on eBay. But his store was called First Save. So I'm going to jump over to eBay. This is his eBay store. It's still going strong. I believe he might have sold the company to do something else. I'm not sure if he's still invested into the company some way, but the company is still going strong on eBay. They're still selling a variety of different products. So what I'm going to do is jump over to Zik Analytics, which is a software that I like to use that shows exactly how much money a store is making on eBay. eBay. So the way that you do that is that you just scroll up and then you just copy the username right here. So I've just jumped on my Zik dashboard. What I'm going to do is click on this section here where it says competitor research. And then I'm going to paste first to save right there. I'm going to leave it at 30 days because I want to see 30 days worth of data. And then I'm going to click on search. All right, guys. So as you can see, Zik Analytics is able to show us that first to save was able to make £80,000, which is roughly around $90,000, I believe, which means that if they do roughly the same amount of revenue in the next 12 months, that's £1 million business. Now, of course, this number goes up and down. If I check in the next 30 days, it might be 100,000. It might even be 150,000. It all depends on how much work and effort first to save is willing to put into their eBay store. But the main point that I'm trying to get across to you guys is that if the person that set up the first eBay Millionaire store in the UK is still doing roughly £1 million every single year in 2021, then I'm not sure if eBay is dying or not. I don't believe it is. I believe that if you put in the time and the effort to find the products that are selling well and make sure that you do the best possible research to find winning products that are going to be able to sell on a consistent basis, then you definitely should be able to see some sort of success on eBay. There's definitely a lot of people that still shop on eBay. Not everyone wants to shop on Amazon because Amazon charge a monthly fee for them to be able to offer 1 to 2 day shipping, and not everyone wants to pay a monthly fee to be able to shop on Amazon. So that's something else you need to consider whenever you ask yourself, is Amazon taking over eBay? From the moment that Amazon makes Amazon Prime free to every single person, that's when you can start to worry that eBay is definitely dying. But for the fact that they're charging around $7.99 or around $8.99 per month for you to use Amazon Prime, I don't believe everyone's going to switch over from using eBay and start using Amazon because, again, not everyone wants to pay that monthly fee. But when it comes to the reality of selling on eBay, in my opinion, I believe that eBay is a great platform to start on, and it's a great platform to start the foundations of your e-commerce business. By every single eBay store that I've started, I've also got a corresponding website to go with it. And that's the way that you should see any platform that you decide to sell on, whether it's Amazon, Etsy, eBay, any marketplace. You should be using it as a platform to get customers over to your own website, because by doing that, you're going to be able to now capture their email and, send them discounts and offers and build a real relationship with your customers. eBay isn't the final point. Just because you build a business on eBay, it's not necessarily the final point. The aim is to continue growing, have your own website, maybe even have your own store in the future, depending on what products you sell. But eBay is just a great way to start building up some sort of traction and start building your brand. That's what I've been doing anyway, and that's what I continue to do right now. I'm still using eBay to grow my e-commerce brands, and I don't just use eBay, I use every single platform that is suited to the brands that I'm currently building. So always remember that whenever you ask yourself whether or not eBay is dying. And remember, if you want to gain access to Zik Analytics for 7 days so that you can spy on your competitors just like I did in this video, then there's a link down below. If you use that link, you're going to be able to sign up for $1 and use all of Zik's services when it comes to product research and competitor research. So make sure you use that link down below, and don't forget to check out that recent video that I made where I broke down my personal opinions on why a lot of people assume eBay is dying. I'm going to link it above right there. If you enjoyed this video, then you're definitely going to enjoy that one too, so make sure you check it out. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit the bell notification. All right guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.